What happens if I never change my oil? Yeah, you're going to be replacing the engine sooner than later. I promise you. If you never change it, I would imagine at some point the engine will probably seize, because the oil will get dirtier and dirtier, and as it gets dirtier, like, it gets like really gunky and sludgy, and it just starts to stick to stuff. So like up in the valve train, that'll eventually fill with this, like, just kind of looks like black mud when it's done. And the more that happens, there's less and less oil flowing through the motor. I gotta imagine at some point in time the oil gets so thin in the bottom end that you end up spinning a bearing, and then that thing's done, which we've seen before. That's a little tack, 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 tack. That's a spun bearing. That's bad news. So hey, don't do that maybe. Can I use WD-40 to stop my wheels from squeaking? No. I mean, yeah, no. No, man. Like, if you're, I'm assuming we're talking about the wheels on the car. If there's a squeak on the wheels on the car, that's probably a brake indicator that you're hearing. When it's like squealing like that, there's little indicators on your brakes that tell you that the pads are low. I'm gonna guess that's what you're hearing. If you're otherwise hearing sort of creaks and squeaks as the car's rolling on, it means there's something that needs to be replaced. You might have bad ball joints. You might have like a bearing going out. None of those things will be resolved with WD-40, so sorry, internet. That's a no-go. Do you really need to replace all 4 tires at the same time? No, absolutely not. You should be doing 2 at a time, because, you know, like if you had one on one side that needs to go, then you want to do 2 at a time so that you're getting both the same thickness of tire on opposite sides of the car, you know, so that you're even in that respect. You don't want to like spin out a differential or something like that. But yeah, if there's at least 2 good ones on there, just do 2 at a time. I do that all the time, because on my cars, the drive wheels will tend to wear out faster than the non-drive wheels. And if you have a car with different size rims, you can't rotate the tires anyways. So yeah, 2 at a time, no problem. Will putting diesel in my non-diesel application, my regular car, will it cause it to explode? Yes. No, it's not going to explode. It's going to stop running real fast because it'll kill the fuel pump. I mean, if it doesn't instantly kill the fuel pump, the thing's going to run for maybe a minute or less, and then it's going to shut down. You're going to have major failures. So if you accidentally do that, like if you catch yourself at the pump, maybe right when you finish and you put it back and you're like, oh my God, I grabbed the wrong one, don't start the engine. Like, the best thing you can do is call us right then and there. We get that thing pulled onto a tow truck and get it over here. And then the first thing that we'll do is drop the gas tank and get all that stuff out of there. And then that's going to be the cheapest possible fix that you could have in that situation. Can you drive on the spare tire for more than a couple of days? I'm assuming in this situation we're talking about when you have the little donut spare that doesn't look like the rest of the tires. I mean, yeah, you could. The concept of the little donut tire is it's for emergency use only, and so the idea is to get you off the road from where you have a flat tire and ideally straight to a tire shop to get the tire replaced. Now, you know, maybe it's Saturday or maybe it's a holiday weekend, and so there's a couple days before you can get that done, or simply you got other stuff that you need to do. It's not that big a deal. I wouldn't recommend going like hundreds and hundreds of miles on that little donut tire, simply because that tire's, one, it's not meant for a whole bunch of miles, and 2, that tire's not meant to go very fast. I think it says right on the tire, like not rated for more than 45 or 55 miles an hour or something like that. Those markings are all there for a reason. So take the safety warning seriously. Don't go too long. A couple days is all right, but hurry up. You know, by the end of the week, you better be at the tire shop, or just call me. We'll get it done. What car, in my opinion, is a red flag on wheels? I mean, any car that I say right now, somebody's going to jump in the comments and be like, bro, I've had my fill in the blank for 300,000 miles and all I've ever done. Yes. Any car that's out there, there's at least one person that has had that car absolutely trouble-free. I would agree with that statement all day long, because I've had plenty of debates with people. But I'm sticking with it, man. Your Volkswagens, especially your Volkswagen Jettas, red flag on wheels. It's just, if you have that car from 0 to like 30,000 miles and then sell it, perfect. Pretty much beyond that, like 30, 40,000 miles is when it all begins, and it just keeps happening. And by the time you're at 100,000, you're investing tons of money in fixing stuff on the car, and you're like, what the hell, when does it end? So yeah, Volkswagen Jettas, in my opinion. And if you have any questions that you've always wanted answers to, just leave them in the comments below, and we will answer them. There's no stupid questions. There are stupid people.